Hey guys, Ruin over here, and I just want to touch base on using Slayer as a subclass specifically, if you plan on using the Gunblade as a subclass. So here's my experience with it. I've only done Hunter main with Slayer sub so far, but there are a couple reasons why. One, my end goal is to try to reach level 20 on Hunter's add-on skill, and it's the only add-on left that I need. And two, to see if it is possible to utilize the Gunblade focus. I've gotten a hang of using the Gunblade and I like its playstyle. Being able to build up the crit chance is very nice, but there is of course drawbacks. There is of course a 10% damage cut when you use the Gunblade as a subclass. If you plan on keeping up filling up the gauges just so you can increase the crit chance, you will be spending more time using the Gunblade than you will when using your main class weapon. And there is a small gap that you can squeeze in like 1 or 2 PAs before having to switch back to the Gunblade just to keep the gauge up. And when you switch to your main weapons while the gauges are fully charged, it's a super small chance anyway to land crits unless you have like a high fixer fatal to make up for it. You really have to pay attention to the yellow bar in the on the focus gauge, because the amount of time you spend building up the gauge, and if it gets depleted, like I said, you'll be spending more time on the Gunblade than you are on your main class weapons. And the yellow bar constantly depletes, it never stays. And if you're not including Slug Shot into your PA combos, then your PP will hurt a bit. And another thing, you don't have access to the Overdrive or the Unleash Rage active skills as you would as a Slayer main class. But you do have access to the counter system that Slayer has, and their counters are great. Depending on how you perform, charging those gauges can be very slow, at least from my experience. The only way you can gain a charge fast enough is if you manage to get a sidestep counter off, or execute like a full PA or something. Or you can do a photon blast with Gunblade equipped that can give you a full bar instantly. But yeah, and the benefits of Slayer sub just for the crit chance is somewhat okay. It's not great, but it gets the job done. I personally do not recommend using Gunblade as a sub unless you really want to increase your chances for the crit rate. But I really don't think it's worth the effort. Because if you're just going to use the Gunblade, you might as well just play Slayer as a main class. Or, you know, just play your main class weapons with Slayer sub. But yeah. TLDR is subbing Slayer for the crit chance is more than enough you need. It is not worth risking the 10% damage cut, and you only have access to like certain skills for Slayer. No overdrive, no rage, none of that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about Gunblades as a subclass. Just play Slayer main in that case. Unless you want to use your main class PAs with the addition of the Gunblade's focus gauge, then go nuts. It's up to you. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope it helps if you decide whether or not to use Gunblade as a subclass or not. But if you do, good luck. And yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.